welcome.
Okay, so to start out, thank you for coming. I know some people come from a long distance. I drive from Bristol, so it's about 35-40 minute drive for me. So this is an interesting speech to me because everybody's is going to be different. Everybody gets their name for different reasons. So I'm interested to see what everybody else has to say. My story to start to introduce myself, I am Victoria Jean Reeves. I was born and raised in Green Bay, Wisconsin, so I am not originally from this area. Came to this area about 5 years ago, and we recently just got done building a home, so we plan to stay. I have 2 dogs. They're both Yorkies. One is a puppy, and she's a brat right now. So I have a very large family, and unfortunately, because it is so large, I did not get to meet many members of my family, including great-grandparents and grandparents, which is the person who I actually got to take my name from. So my mom and dad named me after my great-grandfather, Victor Maniszewski. He met my grandma Dorothy, and they got married and decided to move to Leona, Wisconsin, which is 90 miles north of Green Bay. Everybody knows where Green Bay is, so I'm from far, far up north. They decided to settle down, and they had 9 children. My grandpa Jim was their second born child, who is my mother's dad. And he met my grandma Sarah. They got married in May 15th, 1965. And then they had my mom, Paula Jean, on September 10th of 1969. So my mom and I share the same middle name. So that's kind of the special bond between us. The September 10th is a really important date to remember because it's my mom's birthday, and it was also the day that my grandfather was born. When my mom got my due date for when she was supposed to be having me, the due date was September 9th. So she was a little bummed because it was a day off. She said that when she went into labor, she tried her hardest to hold out until September 10th so that we could all share that same birthday. But unfortunately, she said trying to hold off for 2.5 hours was not going to happen. Her and my grandpa shared a very special bond. She loved working on the farm with him, watching him do things. He loved to sit in his chair and smoke his cigarettes and listen to his favorite music. It was a big thing back then, smoking their pipes and just relaxing. Unfortunately, I did not get to meet my great-grandpa Victor. He died of a heart attack in 1981. So, born 28 years later, in 1990, my parents decided to name me Victoria Jean Reeves, Victor, as I brought it home. So they obviously didn't want to name me Victor, because Victor is a guy's name. So they went with Victoria. My parents chose Tori as my nickname, Tori with an I, not a Y, because they wanted it to be part of the name, so they were not straying away from the Victor too much. I thank my parents every day for naming me Victoria and just calling me Tori, because if they would have named me Vicky, I was that awkward kid that went through the stage of braces, acting in classes, and probably would have been called Icky Vicky. So I am happy of that. But that is how I got my name, so I share a special bond, even though I never got to meet him with my grandpa Victor. My parents talk about him all the time to me and let me know who I got my special name from, so it's good to share that bond. Thank you.
So that way it's the before and the after.
And they're all still here, nobody ran out.